Hey guys, it's me, Dominic. Before we get into Connect Group tonight, I want to tell you about something special that is going on at the Heart. December 8th, we are going to be receiving our Waymaker offering. It's something we do each year. We have a focus that we drive towards at the end of the year. And what we do is we gather our resources financially, and we're able to start the new year with a chunk of finances that help make a way for what God is doing in this community, in this city, and how we can be a part of that. And I want to take a few moments to tell you what that is and what that could look like and how you can be a part of it. What we want to do is, our goal for this year is $50,000. And with that $50,000, what we want to do is right away, half of it we're giving back out to our community. We're going to be partnering with 3 organizations, the Southside Community Center, which helps with people who are transitioned from being homeless and people need a place to stay. We're going to partner with School Fuel, which is an organization that helps provide meals for children that can't afford food, can't afford meals, and they provide that. They're doing that each and every week. And with an organization called the Hayes County Food Bank, they do such a great job of providing food for our entire county and getting food to people who are going hungry. These are problems that exist in our city, in our community, and we want to partner with organizations that are solving these problems and making things happen. It's also going to coincide with some volunteer opportunities throughout the year of 2020 that we will be able to have to serve and partner with these organizations. So that's where half of the money is going. The other half of the money from the Waymaker offering is going to go towards building leadership here at the Heart. Now, it's going to go to building leadership for the people that are here at the Heart, but not for the purposes of making the Heart better. We strongly believe and embrace that people have leadership within them, that you have leadership within you, and we want to activate that leadership. We want to activate the leadership that you have inside you to make it a more impactful environment that you have at work, a more impactful environment that you have with your family, an impactful environment with the friends that you have around you. And if you choose to serve here at the Heart, then that is great. But many people who will come and visit the Heart, they won't stay here forever. Some people will leave, some people will move away. And what we want to do is still grow the leadership within them. So wherever they grow, they are growing the kingdom of heaven and they are growing as leaders to become the people that God is making them to be. So this money will help us to provide so many opportunities for many of you to come to leadership conferences with us next year, leadership books, purchase and create leadership resources, training, online training, leadership materials, maybe even host our own Heart Leadership Conference next year. We have so many big plans for growing the leadership of the people within our community, whether they come to the Heart or not, whether they're Christian or not. We want to be able to grow and activate people's leadership, because when leadership grows, when leaders get better, a community grows and a community gets better. So that is the heart behind and the vision behind the Waymaker offering. If you choose to be a part of it, you can learn all about it at theheart.church/Waymaker. There's easy ways to give on there. And of course, we want to welcome any questions that you might have on that. So let us know. And now you can get back to your group. Okay, love you guys. Well, hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for being here tonight at Connect Group. My name is Dominic Insenius. I'm the leader at the Heart Church. And before you go tonight, make sure you stop and say thank you to your leaders and your hosts for what they do. It's because of their generosity with their time and resources that we're able to even have groups like this and to connect throughout the week. Sunday mornings are great. We get to hear a message and sing together, but it's through the week that we need each other, that we need connection to be able to grow in this journey of faith. So I'm so grateful that you made the choice to be here tonight. Our message series that we're in right now is called Continuum. And for a second, I want to tell you about how the way group goes is, if you weren't able to be there on Sunday, or you don't even go to church here, or you haven't listened to the podcast, you can still be a part of the conversation this evening. The questions are based on the message, but you don't need to have been there to be able to be a part of this. Now, the series that we're in Continuum, what we're doing is looking at how our perspective of our past, our future, and our present changes depending on where we stand, depending on where we're looking at it. And this past week, we looked a little bit at our future. And some of us, we can be anxious about the future. We can be scared of what's coming up next, or unsure of what it is. Or some of us, when we look at the future, we're excited about what it holds. We're excited about the possibility that it could bring. So wherever you stand on this continuum, it can change the way you look at your future. And so for the first question tonight, what I want to do is, as you think about your future, you're thinking about what's coming up in your life. What is something that you are excited about? Something that you're really looking forward to, that maybe it's a change that's coming, but it's a change that you are ready for, and you're ready for this new phase, this new season of your life. And maybe on the flip side of that, if you're feeling brave, when you look at your future, what's something that you're unsure of, something that you're not ready for? It's a change that's coming, but it's not a change that you wanted, and so you're unsure how to approach it, and you're maybe a little anxious about what's coming up next. So let's take a few minutes, maybe look at both sides of that coin, and remember to be brave and bold as you share. And if you don't feel like sharing anything, then please don't. Nobody's required to say anything here. You can just be here and be a part of the community. So let's take a few minutes to dig into that and see what you guys think. All right, for our next question tonight, let's take some time to read through the verses if you haven't had a chance to do that yet, and I'll have them up on the screen. There's a few from Proverbs, and there's one from the book of Matthew. And if you can, read the book of Matthew first, Matthew 6:25 through 34. And then read Proverbs. And what I want you to do is reading these scriptures, reading these verses here, and then maybe reading Proverbs in the light of what Jesus says in Matthew. What I want to ask you is, in your opinion, go around the room, right? Everybody's going to have different opinions. We're all on different journeys of faith. We're all different ages. So in your opinion, what do you feel like Jesus is trying to say to us about what matters in our future? What is Jesus saying here about what we should be focused on? He talks about a couple different things about birds and about flowers and about the hay, and then he talks about us. So according to Jesus, in your opinion, what is he trying to say about what matters most? So let's take a few minutes and let's get your guys' thoughts on this. All right, now for our last question tonight, there's something that we said on Sunday, and it was, nothing steals your time away today more than focusing on tomorrow. There's nothing that will steal time away from what is happening now more than us focusing on what is next. So my question for you to close out tonight is whether your view of the future makes you anxious or unsure or a little bit apprehensive, or your view of the future makes you excited about the possibility that is to come. What I want to know from you is, this week, how will you approach your life? How will you approach your week? How will you approach your future in a way that looking at it doesn't steal away time from today? There's something that we've been saying all this whole series, and it's that you are here. You have made the choice to be here. And if we're constantly looking ahead, then we can forget where we are now. We can miss what is happening now because we're looking at the future. We can miss what is happening here because we're looking at over there. So how will you approach your life this week to remind yourself, to make sure that tomorrow isn't stealing time away from your today? So I'm going to leave you guys with this here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and a great rest of your week. I want to tell you something about December 8th. I know you already heard about the Waymaker offering, but on December 8th, we're going down to one experience for the month of December. Okay, December 8th, 15th, and 22nd. These are 3 Sundays that we're going to be having one experience. That's going to be at 10 a.m. And on the 29th of December, there's no church. We like to do that for our volunteers to be able to take some time off to rest, to recuperate, sleep in, go visit a friend's church, whatever you want to do, so we can start the year off strong in 2020, because the Waymaker has made a way for us to attack it in a great way as a community and to grow the leaders in our community. All right, that's it. I love you guys too much, and we'll see you soon.